Hey everyone, Maya here, and this is Mathelingual. So now, after spending the last few videos talking about how to represent inequalities, the properties, and a proof, now we're going to get into some of the actual examples. So let's jump right into it. Example 1. -3 times the quantity 2x minus 5 plus 1 is greater than or equal to 4. How do we solve for x? Okay, well first we're going to use the distributive property. Okay, so this -3 is going to go to both of the terms in parentheses. So -6x plus 15, right, because a negative times a negative is a positive. So -6x plus 15 plus 1 is greater than or equal to 4. Now we're going to combine like terms. -6x plus 16 is greater than or equal to 4. Now we are going to apply the inverse operation. Subtract 16 from both sides. -6x is greater than or equal to -12. Finally, we are going to divide by -6. But that means we got to flip this sign since we are dividing by a negative number. So x is less than or equal to negative divided by a negative is a positive. So x is less than or equal to positive 2. Okay? So the key with this kind of process, as I even wrote in my notes, I'm just going to write it real big so you can see it, hopefully. Flip that sign. It's not like a please flip the sign. No, this is math. When we say flip the sign, it means flip the sign. Okay, so next example. There's just 2 examples, nothing much. This is similar. So -2 times the quantity x plus 9 plus 5 is greater than or equal to 3. So what is x? But after we find out x, we need to graph the solution. And don't worry, I don't mean right now at this stage, at this point, I don't mean like an actual Cartesian plane. I just mean on a number line. Well, anyway, that's how my book put it, graph, but really it was a number line. So really, number line. So we're going to find x like we did in number 1, but then we're just going to represent that solution on a number line. So let's solve the problem first. So -2 times the quantity x plus 9 plus 5 is greater than or equal to 3. Again, we're going to use the distributive property first. -2x, -2 times 9 is -18, plus 5 is greater than or equal to 3. And now we're going to again combine like terms. -2x minus 13 is greater than or equal to 3. That is not 3. Okay. Now we're going to add 13 to both sides, the inverse of the subtraction over here, to cancel out the 13 on the left of the inequality. So -2x is greater than or equal to 16. Now we are going to divide by -2, and again, that means since we're dividing by a negative number, flip the sign. So that means x is less than or equal to -8. Wait, did I get that right? Okay. Now let's see. -2. Yeah, okay. Let me go through my work and make sure. Always important to check. Okay. We had -2 times the quantity x plus 9 plus 5 is greater than or equal to 3. We apply the distributive property. -2x minus 18 plus 5 is greater than 3. Combine like terms. -18 plus 5 is indeed -13. Then we add 13 to both sides. So -2x is greater than or equal to 16, right? So, yeah. So then x is less than or equal to -8. And to show this on a number line, that means, okay, you don't have to have a million tick marks on here, just for reference. Like, let's say this is -8 right here. So that's -7, this is -9, -10, on and on. You can go as much, but point is, it just goes on. So what we're going to do, since this is a less than or equal to, we're going to use a closed circle because the solution, the actual point the actual value of negative 8 is included in that set of solutions. So it's just going to be going toward the left, and that is a really messy arrow. But it goes toward the left, right? It can be less, it can be smaller than negative 8, or it can actually be negative 8. So this, just to recap, this is how we solve the inequality, and this is how we can graph it. So that wraps it up for today. Until next time, I'm Maya, and as always, this is Mathelingual out.